Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Aishwarya Sophia. I'm an Akashic channel and an energy healer, and I am here to make your spiritual journey a little bit easier. Let's talk about Isis. Isis, or Osset, is the Egyptian goddess of fertility, magic, and protection. She is often seen with a throne-shaped crown, signifying her status as the queen of the gods. She's also seen with an ankh, which is a cross with a loop on top. This signifies her eternal life or her immortality. She's also seen with a sistrum, which is a musical instrument, which signifies her love for all things feminine, all things arts and music. She's also often seen with cow horns and a sun disk. This signifies her allegiance to the goddess Hathor. It also signifies her nurturing and motherly nature. She's sometimes seen with star motifs, signifying her cosmic connection with the Sirius star system. Isis is born of the earth god Geb and the sky goddess Nut. She has 3 siblings: Nephthys, her sister, Osiris, and Set. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Egyptian lore, you'll know that Osiris and Isis were divine counterparts. They were married, and Set killed Osiris, and Isis used her magic to resurrect Osiris, and then they had their son Ra together. Isis is renowned for her magical abilities, her abilities to be a gentling, nurturing presence in your life when you need it, and her protective abilities. She is first and foremost a magician and a goddess of the arts, and then her nurturing motherly abilities come in. So if you decide to invoke her, then I will share a few steps on how to do that and how to set up sacred space to invite her into your home. So how can Isis help you? Isis is the embodiment of divine feminine energy. So if you're someone who's working on embodying your divine feminine energy, you can call on Isis. Now, feminine and masculine energy exists within each one of us. It's not gender specific whatsoever. So think of your feminine essence within you, whether you're a man or a woman, is your nurturing ability, your ability to be introspective, your ability to embody compassion. So if those are the lessons you're working on, whether you identify as a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. You can invoke Isis to help you embody these qualities. Next thing that she can help you with is manifestation and healing. Now, as I've always said, healing is something that automatically just makes your manifesting abilities skyrocket. So when you're able to fix your internal landscape and heal your insecurities, your childhood trauma, any wounding you may have, that interference between you and your manifestation is lessened to a great extent. So Isis is the right goddess to call on if you want to work on your internal healing, and she also helps you expedite your manifesting abilities. Now, the way that she works with each one of us to do this is very different and magical, because from my experience, what I've noticed is that Isis is a goddess that doesn't have a cookie cutter one size fits all solution for everyone. She is someone who really takes a personal interest on each person who invokes her to help them in her own unique way. Some people have experienced Isis as a force of nature in their lives, and others, like myself, have experienced her more as a gentle breeze, that underlying presence in everything that happens. I remember Isis first came into my life in 2020, and I didn't really know what to make of her energy because it's very, very big, beautiful, potent energy. but it's also very gentle and peaceful. So I asked her to be gentle with me and teach me in an easy way that I'm able to understand, and she has been one of my spirit guides ever since. The next thing is with fertility. So if anyone here is wanting to have children and who's had difficulty with that, Isis is a great goddess to call on to enhance your fertility. Now, fertility does not only have to mean giving birth to a baby. It can mean giving birth to a project, giving birth to a community. So anything that you want her to bless and expand, you can call her in to help you with that area of life. So a quick example here would be when I wanted to start my YouTube channel, there was a lot of research that goes into this, equipment, filming style, editing, all of that stuff. And I remember I was feeling very overwhelmed. So I called on Isis to help me with this. And I remember that as soon as I invoked her presence, everything kind of just smoothed out, right? All of that work was still there. I still had to take aligned action and do all of that work, but everything became crystal clear and everything became easy and smoother. So there are many other ways that you can invoke Isis. She is one of those guides that as soon as you look at a picture of hers or hear her name, you will know if you resonate with her. And if you resonate with her, if you resonate with what I'm saying now, chances are she is already one of your guides. Let's talk about how you can invoke her. So to invoke Isis, the easiest way is to set up a sacred space. Now, a sacred space like this is my sacred space in my home. It's my healing space where I conduct healings, I film my videos, I do anything related to my calling as a healer. So if you have a separate space like this, wonderful. If you don't, it can be a little corner in your home, a place where you keep very clean. It's again not about how elaborate the space is, it's about how much love and devotion you pour into it. So a little corner in your home where you can sit comfortably or lay down comfortably, where you have a little bit of a space for an altar, or even if it's just lighting a candle, set up a little sacred space. However you feel called to, there's no wrong way. Set up a sacred space and sit there in meditation to invoke Mama Isis. She is someone who is very easily accessible when you invoke her with a pure heart. So what I would suggest is just do a little bit of inner work before you start working with her. Just ask yourself questions like, where am I keeping myself small? Where am I not being my full authentic self? Where can I be more honest in my life? And once you start asking those questions and you start doing some inner work, that's a great time to invoke Isis, because what she'll do is whatever you're already doing, she's gonna come and pick that up and then take it on from there. Because what I found with most Egyptian gods and goddesses is they are very hands-on when you ask them to come in and help you with your life, but they also like to give you the independence to really start working on these things yourself, and then they come to help, right? They're not someone who's just gonna come in and change everything in your life. They're co-creators. So you will, I think the best way to work with Isis is to co-create your reality, right? So like I said, set up a sacred space, set specific intentions on what you need help with, and then you can invoke her. So to invoke her, I use her Egyptian name Osset because that's her favorite. And all I do is I sit in a meditative state for a few minutes and I invoke her with my word. Mama Osset, I ask that you please be present in my space and in my heart to help me deal with, insert your specific intention here. For me, it is to help me channel your loving guidance for my collective here. Thank you, so be it. And it is that easy to invoke Mama Osset. So once you do that, you can start to feel her presence and allow her to work her magic on you. Communicate with her. Ask her what she would want you to call her. Ask her how she would prefer you invoke her, how she would prefer you work with her, right? So these are all just some tips that I've picked up along the way of how I work with Isis. Once you sit in communion with her and you become one with her, she will show you the best way for you to work with her, right? So one thing I love about the spiritual journey is how unique it is to each one of us. So I wanted to mention that because everything that I'm sharing here is my journey and how I've perceived it. Please pick up this knowledge, both the sacred knowledge that was given to me by my spirit team, by the divine, by my ancestors, and my experiences. Take them and make them your own. Let's get into the channeled message. So I drew a couple of oracle cards before today's session just to understand some of the high-level themes of what we're going to talk about today. So the first theme that came up is overcoming challenges. Now, Isis is the goddess of strength, of protection, of nurturing, of fertility. Think of her as a protective mother, right? So she wants to come in and really talk about overcoming challenges. And what I'm hearing instantly is, you've got this. You have more than got this. So what she's pointing me to is how tumultuous the world is right now. The energy in the collective, all of the changes we're going through, we're really going through a rough time. And I think getting into October, it's only going to become more and more tumultuous. Now, the reason for this is because the old paradigm is collapsing, right? The age of Capricorn that we were all of these years, that's ending. So with the last ingress of Pluto that's retrograding into Capricorn from September 1st or 2nd, I believe, to November 19th, this is the last phase where we can go back and review some of the life lessons that we have to review, tie up some of those loose ends before we fully move into the age of Aquarius in mid-November. So what Isis really wants to come out and point out here is really look at your life as your canvas, right? Look at it as your masterpiece. How can you make this life the best life that you can possibly have? And of course, as soon as you look at this, us being humans, the first thing that comes to our mind is the challenges, right? And just understand that any challenge that comes your way is nothing but a lesson, right? It's only there to show you your own strength. What is that saying? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's one of my favorite sayings because it's true. So coming back to the theme of overcoming obstacles and overcoming challenges, what Isis is pointing to is all the tools that you need to overcome these perceived obstacles in life, they're present within you. We never sign up for lessons that we can't handle. So we are already completely capable of creating our dream life and overcoming any obstacles along the way. So what Isis really wants to point to here is look within and find the strength within to overcome these obstacles, right? Now, be it on a collective world stage, the economy is going crazy, there's several health scares going on. Don't let any of these fear-mongering tactics really pull you into that vibration, right? Stay in your core, stay in your strength, and really stay in your sovereignty, and look at any of these external obstacles as just that. They're just obstacles that are meant to be overcome. They are not problems that are meant to bring you down. They're not problems that are meant to destroy you or none of those things, right? So I think to sum up what Isis wants to say in the first part of this channeled message is, no matter what perceived obstacles happen in and around you, pay no mind to it. Really look within and really understand that you have all the tools that it takes to overcome this obstacle. Look at it as a positive challenge and really understand at the core of it that obstacles are meant to be overcome. The next thing that Isis wants to talk about is your path it's your spiritual path. So I'm hearing, choose your path, it is time. So I'm filming this right around the Virgo new moon, and I have been hearing non-stop, it is time, it is time. And when I ask my guides, what is it time for? They're saying that it's time to step into your path in a deeper way. Now, all of us incarnate on earth for a specific reason. We all come in with a specific life path and a life purpose, right? We come in with a specific set of lessons that we have to learn. So what Isis is really bringing my attention to is the fact that it's really time for those who are awake, those who want to wake up, light workers, those who want to spread the light, and those who are just really called to wake up, right? She's saying now is the time to focus on your life's purpose and to really blur out all of the external noise. So I'll give you my own example. Now, I'm an entrepreneur. I have my healing practice, my Etsy shop, my YouTube channel. I do a little bit of social media management. Now, for me, being a healer, putting my message out there is my calling. Now, to do this, I had to completely change my life, right? And that was very daunting. But when I was going through this, I remember Isis always gave me courage, and she said, numb out the noise, blur it out. Only focus on your goal, on your vision, and your dream. Nothing else matters, right? So that's the message of Isis that I want to pass on to you. Just have this single-minded focus on your path and your spiritual evolution. Because at the root of it, the reason that we are on Earth, the reason that we incarnated on planet Earth was to grow and evolve. It's to go through these life lessons, it's to fulfill our life's purpose, and then get out of here. So if you're like me and you really feel like, what is this earth life, man? Like, what is going on? Then I would urge you to focus more on your life's purpose, because that will give you great peace and joy and inner fulfillment. So I'm hearing Isis say that she wants to really talk a little bit about how to get into your life's purpose. That's funny because the very next video after this one talks about just that. It talks about your life purpose, how to find it, and I guess that she wants to give you all a sneak peek, so here it is. So when it comes to your life's purpose, understand that this is your North Star. This is your lighthouse, right? Anytime when you're in doubt, or you feel unfulfilled, or you feel like your life is empty even though you have everything in your physical reality, it's because your soul is lacking your life purpose. So anytime you feel like you are supposed to be doing something greater than yourself, bigger than yourself, just sit in quiet meditation and contemplation. Ask the divine, ask your spirit team, what is my purpose? Why did I incarnate? What am I supposed to do? And you might not get that entire answer of exactly what your life's purpose is in that moment, but you start to get clues, right? Now, for me, for example, I know I'm supposed to be a healer, but I know that my legacy is something much bigger than this, right? So I don't know what that next step is, but I know that as of right now, I'm supposed to be sitting here with you guys, sharing these messages with you, helping you awaken. This is my purpose. So when I was given this, I said, okay, I can do this. I can share my healing journey with other people and help them heal. So that's how it's going to be revealed to you. So what I would say is, sit in quiet contemplation and ask the divine source, your angels, whatever you resonate with, ask them how you can step into your life's purpose in a deeper way. How can you be of service in a deeper way? And once you really shift that thinking from me to we, from just being focused on yourself to being focused on service, your whole life changes. And I am living proof of this. Once I changed that focus from, okay, how can I make myself safe? How can I just keep myself safe? How can I keep myself this? How can I keep myself that? To, how can I be of service to the collective? How can I fulfill my life's purpose? How can I help my fellow man, right? Once that shift occurs, everything in your life flows a little bit more seamlessly because you're already serving your purpose. So like I said, about your life's purpose, I'm going to be posting a video very soon. But in the meantime, sit down in quiet contemplation and really dig deep. Ask your spirit team why you're here, and all of the answers you seek are within. The last thing Isis wants to talk about is co-creation. Like I had mentioned a little bit earlier in this video, Isis is a goddess that comes into your life and helps you completely transform it. She is one that enjoys co-creating your life with you. I can hear her saying, all you need to do is sit down and dream. Dream big and dream your life into existence. So I want to add some tangibility and practicality to that. So the best way that you can dream your life into existence and co-create it with the universe is by visualizing, right? It first starts with visualization, because you are getting very clear in your head about what it is you want to see in your external reality. So I do this exercise. I should probably do it more. I used to do it every day, and now it's kind of come down to like once or twice a week. But this is a very potent manifestation technique. It's not the only one. It goes hand in hand with a couple other things I'm going to mention. But what it is just sitting down, and this is ideal if you can do it as soon as you wake up. But it's just sitting down and just visualizing, right? Visualizing that dream home, that beautiful relationship you want, the family you want, the community you want. Visualize all of it and really be in the moment when you visualize it, and give thanks for all of these things, all of your dreams, as though they've already happened. And doing this consistently every day is going to get you very clear on what it is you want, because sometimes, because of all the programming and all of the external noise, we forget what's important to us, right? We let society dictate what's important to us. Maybe we think, like I used to be like this, I used to think that the quintessential way to judge if someone has made it is if they have designer stuff. So I used to love designer stuff. But then I realized, wait, actually I don't care about designer bags. I just like good quality things, right? And so then when I used to visualize, I changed my perspective from, oh, I want that next designer bag, to I want good quality things in my life. And that gave me true satisfaction and peace. So start by visualizing. The next thing is to give thanks for as if it's already happened, right? Once you do this and you become clear on what it is you actually desire, write it down. Because what this does, writing, is the act of converting something from the spiritual realm or the mental realm. It's in your head, it's in your thoughts, and you write it down and you give it tangibility, right? You bring it down to your physical reality. So once you visualize, you give gratitude, and you write it down, that's a good time to invoke Mama Isis and ask her for help. Say, here are the 5 things that I wish to manifest. Please show me how I can call these things in. And how she'll work with you is coming back to the message, which is co-creation, right? You have a dream. She is going to help you materialize it. That's what co-creation is, right? You have a vision of this big, beautiful life you want to create, and you invoke her to help you create it. So the divine is not giving you your blueprint. You are creating the blueprint, you're submitting it to the divine, and then the divine helps you co-create it. I find this co-creative aspect of creation the most enjoyable, because yes, there's destiny, yes, there's fate, but co-creation means that you have a say in your reality. You have a say on where you want to live, or what car you want to drive, or what kind of partnership you want to have. You have a say in all of those things. And that's really one of my favorite parts about spirituality and manifestation, is that I get to create this beautiful life I have with the divine. Having said that, once you call Mama Isis in for her support, the way that she usually works with you is she starts showing you your patterns that you need to get rid of to call in this manifestation. She makes you aware of what needs change, or what needs to be released, or what needs to be strengthened in your life. And this is one of the best ways that I have found to work with Mama Isis. And like I mentioned previously, you can call her in for any kind of manifestation. She is a very powerful queen of magic. And when I say magic, I mean only light magic. She is completely off the light, and she will not honor any intentions if they are not completely off the light. So call her in, test this out for yourself, and let me know how you find it. And I do want to add that if you've never heard about Isis, please look her up. And if she resonates with you, please know that it's completely safe to work with her. She is a benevolent goddess, much like a loving mother who's here to help us. I hope that this channel message was enjoyable. I certainly enjoyed channeling it. I hope that this was useful to you, and check out my website if you want to have a personal session with Mama Isis where I can call her in and channel her divine guidance for you. Check out my Etsy shop for some fun lighthearted readings, and leave me a comment below. Interact with this video in any way that resonates with you. It really helps my channel grow, and I'm just getting started on YouTube, and I really want to reach a lot more people so I can help them. So if you want to like this video, if you want to share it, anything will help me out a great deal. As always, I'm so grateful for every one of you present here with me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Namaste.